the channel. This one is specifically for the USA Bassin tournaments. If you're in a state and want to know where the tournaments are going to be held, here is there's a team tournament trail. There's a Land Big Fish opens. And then there's also the, I usually do the team trail tournaments. I'm in Ohio, as you can see there. There is Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky. You know, as you can see there, it's all throughout this area. Find your area, and then you go from there. Where do you want to fish at? I fish the weekday, Caesars Creek weekday, which is right up the road from me. And here it is. These are the dates and times. Obviously, there's no standings because we haven't started yet. Here's your directors and everything. Here's the team trail rules, open tournament schedules, if you want to know that. Now, if you do buy a membership here, you do have to pay a processing fee. Some people wait to buy it when they're at the boat or the ramp, and you can do that. Some of these divisions are on the weekend. Some of them are on Saturday. Some of them are on the weekday. Some of them are Tuesday. Some of them are Thursday. Some of them are Wednesday. Whatever it is, gonna check those guys out for sure. So, like I said, Caesars Creek, pretty self-explanatory. Absolutely love fishing this. 5-hour tournament during the day or in the evening. Make sure that you take care of your fish. It is going to be hot during those times. You want to make sure you have G-juice. You want to make sure that you have a nice filtration system and be able to circulate that water for those bass. So in the team trails, the great thing is you pay a flat fee. I think this year it's going to be $40. $35 for the actual pot, and then $5 for the big bass, and then from there, you know, for that night. You have to get 250 points in order to go to the regional. You can fish any regional, and regional tournaments obviously are held throughout. This was last year's tournaments, right? So you had the East Fork Lake Tournament, Ohio Regional, or the Rocky Fork Lake. These are all different lakes here in Ohio. 250 points to the top 2,000. So if you get 250 points, you're allowed to participate in here. And then you just go through and find where you want to participate at. Like right here is Rocky Fork Regional. $3,000 for the first place, and you hit view, and then it basically will give you the documents for Rocky Fork Lake. That's the registration date. This is the tournament date. This is the hours. Tournament's going to be there. This is where we're launching out at. Your pre-meeting is at 6, so you have to be off the water by 6. Tournament hours are 7:30 to 3:30. That's not too bad. Tanner's Creek, that's another one that a lot of people go and fish because that's the Ohio River. Then you got like Table Rock and a few others. A couple more Ohio River regionals, East Tennessee, Smith Mountain Lake there in Virginia, Caesars Creek, Ohio, 10-23-22, $2,500 for first place, and that one is really close to me as well. And then right here, it's 23rd, Caesars Creek, Woman's Ramp, 7:30 to 3:30. Uh, and again, you go with Facebook page and stuff like that, and they'll also give you an update on things throughout. The rules right here. I'm sorry that it's kind of. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. All right. All teams have finished the season with 250 points or more. Showing up, you get 30 points right off the bat. Participating in each one, 30 points. There's 10 tournaments. That's 300 points. So we missed one last year, me and a guy. We missed one last year or 2 years ago, and we still made it, but he refused to continue. So I will find a better person. So refunds will be given directed contact by Wednesday prior to the registration date. Payouts are 80%. Based on 50 paid entries. The Classic Tournament, top 30%, total by weight. From each regional will have a chance for the Classic. And there's two different kinds of Classics. You go to usabassin.com and you'll actually look and see which one that you can participate in. There's Land Big Fish tournaments. Tournament of Champions. Champions will be held, blah, 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 blah. You can win a lot of money there. Limit. This is a 5 fish limit per team. Or when fishing a lone tournament. Anyone brings in more than 5 will have their sack called to the 5 fish limit, starting the big fish first. Teams must carry more than 5 fish, but all calling must be done on the water, not on the bank. Interesting. Didn't know that. I just always do 5 fish and I always call. So, short fish penalties, you get a penalty. Call your sack largest fish. Blah blah blah. Bump board. Live well inspection will be done. Boat or portal. The live wells must be in the pump and circulate to keep the fish alive. You must have. You must only fish the regionals declared. Now, granted, this is the regional for Cedar Creek. Weigh-in participant and weigh-in stations. Late to weigh in is 1 pound per minute that you are late. After 15 minutes, you're disqualified. Off limits areas. If announced as a pre-tournament, tournaments can now fish no closer than competitor when anchor down. Blah 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 blah. Same old stuff, right? For each dead fish, you get a half a pound penalty, which is a reduction in your total weight. Life preservers, make sure you wear them. Do not, I repeat, do not go out on the water without having a life preserver on. Your PFD is going to save your life. I am sorry, but that is the truth. Always wear that when you got the big motor going on. When I'm on a trolling motor, I usually have it off. Anytime I get in behind the steering wheel, I put it on. Even if I'm a co-angler, and a lot of times in the MLF, I will have it on, or I'll keep it on at all times. And if I do keep it on at all times, then I'm just going to be chilling, hanging out with it on the back of the boat, especially if it's very rocky and swift. So, life preservers, make sure you have it on. If you own a boat and you're a boater, make sure you have your kill switch tied to your PFD. There's ties. They will split the pot. No tiebreakers. No live bait. It's all artificial only. No trolling. Pretty self-explanatory. Sportsmanship. Come on now, guys. There's a lot of people get angry out there. Don't be that guy. Just go around. Just take off. Competitors shall remain in their partners. Competitors will remain in their partners in the boat at all times during the tournament, except for when it's sickness or a brief nature calling, right? So if you gotta go to the bathroom, it is what it is, right? Cheating. Anyone cheating in the tournament will be immediately banned or barred from fishing any of the future tournaments, and preserve the right to randomly do a truth verification test, which is a lie detector. Protest, you're allowed to protest anything at all times. You can still protest. All state rules and regulations apply. Insurance will carry liability. Make sure you carry your insurance card with you at all times on the water. If you own the boat. If you don't own the boat, then it is what it is. Make sure you have your PFD. That's your insurance policy. Take that to the bank. And then, of course, we reserve the right to refuse a membership. Tournament rules are pretty self-explanatory, and then those are the regional. You would fill this out, right? Entry fee for the regional is that. Let's go back. I'm going to go back here to the tournaments, the team trails. Let's go in here because they should have the same thing. They don't. Interesting. Okay. Forms. Oh, here we go. Team trail tournament rules. Here we go. Tournament rails. Tournament rails. Again, this is entry fees for 5 tournament division, scoring. USA Bassin teams, a maximum of 2 people. Next generation teams, that's if you have somebody that's 16 and under, like my granddaughter, if she wanted to go out there and do it. Or in this case, it can be a co-ed team as well. So there's different levels that you can participate in, which is cool, right? Land Big Fish tournament. This is how it's all done, and this is all the rules to it. Ties, short fish penalties to talk about, no live bait, trolling, as we said, boats and motors. Okay, limits, we've already talked about that. Dead fish penalty, we talked about that. Late to weigh in, we also talked about that. Registration, you can be a site, so you can start an hour and a half or more before the start of the tournament. Or you can usually get on their Facebook page, and there's always the tournament guy that jumps on there and says, hey, registration's open, get a hold of me, and we'll go from there. That way you can get a better number draw, because if you wait until you get to the ramp, you might be 95 out of 100 boats. But if you do it early, then you can usually pick your number. So life preservers, already said that. Make sure your life preserver is secure to your body and everything else. Sportsmanship, no drunkenness, no illegal, no verbal abuse, and possession of alcohol and legal substances on the boat is not prohibited, or is prohibited. Off limits. There's usually not too much there. You leave the boat when nature calls. Cheating, there's no need for it. Again, if you are a boater, make sure you have your insurance card. If you're the co-angler or the extra guy in the tournament, make sure you have your PFD. That's your insurance. Refusal of membership, they can refuse you if you don't want to be, if they don't want you to be a member. And rules are subject to change at any time until the start of the tournament. Okay. And then they say contact your director. That's it. That's pretty self-explanatory. Again, this is, if you want to fish on a small trout, you don't have to have a boat to be a participant in here. You can also go and ask people ask around. If you go in there and you look and see that somebody, they have a tournament going on that's in, Caesars Creek. Let's say, for instance, oh, I'm going to go to Caesars Creek. I don't have a boat. Hey, does anybody need a partner? Or if I go into their Facebook page and I look at their first Facebook page and say, hey, see, I need a partner. I'm looking at, I don't have a boat or anything. I'm looking for a partner. I have a boat. I do not have a partner this year, so I'll go on Facebook and ask the question if I can get somebody to jump in the boat with me for the rest of the year. We can do all 10. That's fine with me. It makes for a long day, especially, having to travel back and forth. But once you get home, relax, life is good. So, that's pretty much it. The championships is right here. This will tell you all about your championships. Just go over, look at this, look at an opportunity. You can also do a Google search, bass tournaments in my area, and feel free to do that, And if there's something that I missed that you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions, or is there something that you see or you want to have some clarification on, let me know in the comment section below, because I will happy to clear things up, or if I have to do a short video, I can, to clear it up. But yeah, most of the time as northern guys up here, we don't have a whole lot of time to fish, so this is another way for us to get to our certain levels that we want to do. So as always, I do the BFLs. I will use this when I'm on Thursday nights. Other than that, I will not be at the East Tennessee Expo. I plan on being at the Columbus. So for those I missed East Tennessee, I apologize, but just some things coming up with the house and everything else, so I will not be there. But as always, thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by. God bless, Thailand. We are out of here.